Okay, so let's see, where were we on the questions? I think I was getting ready to say what the next LP was. Hang on, yeah. From, what will be the next Let's Play? Like I was saying, there's a lot of old games I would really like to return to, that I need to return to. A lot of games I've said that I would do that I'm still planning on doing. I just don't have enough time to record and to upload everything. I mean, I only have so much free time, unfortunately, and out of that free time, I only have so much time that I can actually upload things. I can't upload videos all day long. It completely locks down the internet, because our internet is so crappy and my roommates are unable to even do the simplest things whenever I'm uploading, like check their Facebook. Heaven forbid they actually want to stream something from Hulu or Netflix or try to play a game online. It simply won't work. So, until I become, an individual on my own pad, I won't be able to upload 24 hours a day. And who knows when the hell that'll be. But let's see, for the next Let's Play, probably Jagged Alliance 2. I've been spending a lot of time actually trying to get the game down and to learn it and to tweak the customizable settings that that come with the 1.13 patch. There's a whole bunch of different options you can choose and switch and change up, and I've been tweaking that, make the game a little bit more realistic. There's going to be a lot of deaths. A lot of the mercs that we hire are probably going to be killed due to my inept managing. So yeah, it's going to be quite an interesting playlist. I really doubt we'll beat the game. I still don't know what the entire objective is. I know it's to go kill the queen, but as far as all the steps that should be taken before you actually try to assault her, as far as the main quest goes, everything you can do, I still don't know. There's going to be a whole lot that I miss, simply because I don't know that we can even do it whenever I start the playlist, so it's going to be an interesting game. It's probably the next game I'm going to play as well. Let's see, who else do we have to observe here? He's just standing there at the locker, obviously brain dead. Tavish de Groot, right here. We'll see what he's doing around the station. Next question, Rob Staley. Have you ever played Morrowind? Yes, I have. I actually pre-ordered it before it was released. I got, I think, a limited edition box of the game. Came with a figurine and some other junk. Shortly after I got the game, my computer died, though, so I wasn't able to put as much time into it as I would have liked. The computer that died, whenever I had Morrowind, I played Morrowind for maybe 3 months after it came out, and it was still pretty craptacular at that point, in my opinion. There weren't a whole lot of mods. The game just kind of felt meh to me. I didn't much enjoy the game, and then my computer died. I didn't get another computer for many years after that. So, I played Morrowind. I haven't played it as much as I probably should have. I'll probably never play Morrowind ever again. If I ever have an itching to experience Morrowind, I'll just go watch Variax's Let's Play of it. His interactive Let's Play, I enjoy that a lot. Variax is one of those people who can take me through a bunch of games that I enjoy, but that I never want to play again. Like The Witcher. I love that game. It's a fun game. But I have no desire to go through the beginning 5 to 10 hours again of that game. It's just so, I don't know, it just feels so monotonous and boring at points that I hope they do something about that in the second one. But he makes it fun. The same with Baldur's Gate games. I don't really enjoy playing those games. I didn't play them very much whenever they came out. I was more of a Fallout person. I put a whole lot of time into Fallout. But I'll go to other people for my Morrowind needs, for my Oblivion needs, for my Baldur's Gate and Witcher needs. So yes, I have played it. Do you know the meaning of the answer 42 to the question of life, the universe, and everything from Upiwata? Nope, I don't. I would say the question of life is simply to have fun, enjoy yourself, try not to screw over anyone else, try not to ruin their fun time that they're having, and unless they're being a complete douchebag to other people. Basically, just treat your fellow man as you would want them to treat you. that's the meaning of life, in my opinion. If you want to be treated nice, if you want people to respect you and to treat you good, treat them good. Be nice to them. I know it won't work. People will still treat you like crap, but all you can do is live your life as an example and how you want other people to live, even if it gets you killed. What kind of books do you read and why? From Leibowitz. Shamefully, I haven't read any books for quite some time. I don't know the last time I've actually picked up a paperback book and read it. Most of my reading nowadays is online. I read blogs, I read web pages, I read news articles, I read forums. Yeah, I just don't sit down and read stories very often. I don't read books. If I want to watch a documentary on something, if I want to learn about something, I'll find a video and watch it, or I'll read an article on Wikipedia about it. Wikipedia, if it was a book, it would probably be one of my most read books out there. TV Tropes is another good book. I love reading that book. It's a great book. Reddit is another great book. I read that all the time. Occasionally I go to CNN.com and flip through that tabloid, see what they've got to offer. But no, I don't read books very often. I don't know the last time I actually went to the store and bought a book. It's quite disgraceful, actually. I'm ashamed to admit that. So let's see. So, are you going to start any new LPs soon? I enjoyed Tales from the Mojave and all, but maybe something new soon from Dowd Pride. Well, like I said, I would love to start a new LP. If I had more time, if I could upload more, I would have more LPs going than I do right now. Because I feel like recording a decent amount of the time, but I don't always have the time to do it. And even if I did record it, it would just sit on my hard drive because I wouldn't have the time and the day to upload it and push it through. Like right now I'm setting on a bunch of videos for several games, but I don't want to start uploading them because I'm in the middle of uploading Tales from the Mojave and Dwarf Fortress occasionally and Caves of Qud. Just for the record, I mean one Tales from the Mojave video takes me about 5 hours to upload. So if that fails, which quite frequently they do depending on how YouTube is feeling, if they want to have a memory leak and my browsers are not, occasionally that seems to crop up where for days on end I'll crash, my browser will start using 2 gigabytes of memory and it'll lock up. No matter what browser I use, it's a YouTube thing. Yeah, I mean, if I could upload more, if I had bigger tubes, bigger pipes, I most certainly would. And I would have new LPs all the time. Unfortunately, we're stuck with what we've got for the time being. As much as I dislike the same thing over and over and over, I want to finish it. I want to actually just stick with it and see it through to the end, even if it does take a few more months. I will have a few more quick bang playlists coming up. Way of the Samurai is going to be quick once I get started to it again. It's going to be a series of very long videos in the form of a movie. Each video will be, starting from the beginning of the story and then choosing a branch and going through that. I'm only going to do it a few times, probably about 5 or 6 times, and then I'll be done with that game. So that's an LP that's coming up soon that I'm going to be redoing in a new format. Yeah, I'll be burning through a bunch of different games later on. I'm just stuck with the really long ones right now. So let's see, on a scale of 1 to awesome, where would you put your beard? From Vigator. Well, I'd probably put my beard on a 3 or 4. It's a pitiful beard. It could be much better. It's not very long right now, but it's thick and it's kind of curly. It looks mangy, kind of, I think. I mean, it's not splotchy or anything. It's just it could be a better beard. I've let it go. I haven't groomed it properly. It's a wild, untamed beard at this point. It's quite scary. It doesn't have any food stuck in it, thankfully. You can hear me rubbing it right now as it resists the chin scratching. Oh, that feels so good. But yeah, it could be better. It's a 3 or 4 right now. Maybe someday I'll get it into the awesome range. I'll get it into the Michael Thornton range. Got a ways to go before I get there, though. Let's see. From J71159. Are you still thinking about doing an LP of Shadow President? Yes, I am. I was actually looking at the sequel to that Metal Slime Hunt cued me onto. I'll have to buy the sequel, but from what I've read, it seems like it would be the better game overall. The sequel's fairly cheap to order online, so I'll probably do it. It's going to be some point later on, maybe in the winter, whenever I've moved moved on to new playlists. It's one of those games I'm not sure exactly how it's going to play out. It's got a lot of things you can do, but I don't know how much they actually affect the world. So like if I say I no longer want to have a treaty with England and I want to go to war with a country, I don't actually know what that means yet. I've done a little bit of of testing and goofing around, but yeah, I'm still not sure when I'm going to get to it. I don't know how the commentary would go. There's a lot that I need to figure out first. But yes, at some point in the future, it looks like an interesting series. Let's see, iStock for cash. Why doesn't the glue stick to the inside of the bottle? I believe it has something to do with oxygen not being chemically active when the bottle is closed. The glue doesn't have enough to actually act and dry out on. So, leave your bottle of glue open and I'm sure it'll stick just fine to the insides of the bottle. From Triple H at 09. Will you ever play a point-and-click adventure game, say Sam & Max? Probably not. I don't think those games go very well for a blind Let's Play, which is what I do for most of my games. I learn the basics, I learn how the controls function and some of the game mechanics, and then I get into playing them. With a game like Sam & Max, it's a whole lot more logic involved, and you'll find out that I'm not a very logical person. I will facepalm over a puzzle for multiple hours. I'll go back and forth, repeatedly doing the same thing over and over and over, you know, insanity. And I'll be a complete derp. And nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to sit through 2 hours of derping. I don't want to use a strategy guide when I play those games. So yeah, I do play them every once in a while. I just don't think I would ever record them. It wouldn't be fun for me. It wouldn't be fun for you. There are better players out there who can take care of those games if you search for them. Let's see. What is a good content mod for Fallout New Vegas? From Maddie. I would say, yeah, what Rocknix said in response. World of Pain. Get that mod. It's extremely small, it's extremely compatible, and it adds something like 95 new areas to the game, 95 new zones to explore. Little bases here and there, little hidden vaults, hidden areas. Probably one of the best mods out there. I really hope that the guy who made that mod gets hired on by Bethesda or Obsidian or something for the next game they put out, because he worked his magic extremely quickly, pumping out way more areas than those companies could ever think of, and he did it for free in his spare time. That's kind of what ticks me off about these companies. I mean, they spend 4 months working on something like whatever their new one is, Hearts of something, Holden Hearts. They're going to put it out, it's going to cause more bugs, and it's not going to have a fifth of the content that something like a World of Pain does. And then you've got Monster Mod, which adds something like 85 new monsters, not just color variations, you know, not a blue spider and then a red spider or a yellow spider, but 85 new monsters, which is pretty phenomenal, way more than the original game came with. It completely destroys the Fallout lore, of course, but it shows what the original company could possibly have done if they wanted to. I mean, there should be battle-scarred mutants out there. There should be stray wanderers, feral wanderers and stuff like that. Have a little bit of imagination. Do something with your games. That's why I love the modding community. The modders will just take it and run. They're not bound by anything. They just do it because it seems good, because they can, and because it will make the gaming experience better. Check my mod lists on my blog. Electro City is another good one. Warzone's Misanthropy Pure is another good one. Eve 900 is another good one. It has a huge dungeon filled with Terminators and other stuff for you to explore. Classic Fallout Weapons is a great content mod if you want new weapons in your game. Yeah, there's a bunch of great mods out there. Check the top 100 on Nexus. I'm sure you can find a bunch there. Benjamin H7. What is the most beautiful thing about your life and why? The most beautiful thing about my life is probably that all of my immediate family is still alive. I thankfully haven't had to bury any of my parents. All of my grandparents are still alive even. I'm extremely lucky. I think I still even have one great-grandma still alive. I think she turned 85. She's got the same birthday I do. And we call each other every year and wish each other happy birthday. So when she's finally gone, that's going to be extremely sad to me. Yeah, the most beautiful thing is that my family's still alive. They're still all healthy. And I haven't had to really suffer through losing any of them yet. I've lost a few. I think I lost an aunt. I've lost a few other, I don't want to sound like a jerk, but kind of fringe family members that you never really see. So I've been blessed and I'm lucky that way. That's one of the most beautiful things about my life. I'm lucky, I guess I could say. Let's see. That there British guy. What has been your favorite game to LP? I don't really know what my favorite game to LP is. Again, because each game I LP seems to be something different. Like, I love Space Station 13. Like, we're watching it now. I love Let's Playing it. Because, well, one, because of it's online. I do enjoy group games. Sometimes, to some extent. So, Space Station 13 is something special, in my opinion. One of my favorites. Just look at it. It's insane. Everyone's going about doing their job, living on the space station, trying to blend in, not get themselves killed, work their science. And as everyone's doing that, I mean, it's just a thing of beauty, the way the chaos and insanity come and roll in. There's nothing else like it. Another favorite was probably, of course, Dwarf Fortress. I love the storytelling that can be done with that game. I like seeing heroes and villains rise up in the fortress. I like seeing legends and family lines be born and then destroyed. That's one of my favorite things. Caves of Qud I'm really liking, even though I haven't uploaded any videos of it in a while. I'm kind of waiting on a few more patches from them, from the developers. I think they were talking on their forums about doing a content patch soon and patching in some new areas, finishing I think the 6-day stilt and something like that. So before I get back into recording Caves of Qud, which I extremely enjoy, even if it does get a bit dry at some point for you guys, that's a game I enjoy a lot, one of my favorites. I can see it sticking around for quite some time. X3, another favorite. I would love to do lots of X3 if I could. It's one of my favorites for its own reasons, I guess. It's so peaceful, and you've got the giant epic space battles that are extremely beautiful and gorgeous when they work. Yeah, it's hard for me to choose a favorite, so I don't have one. Let's see. Joshi Dark. Do you still play Space Station 13? Yes, I do. I played a decent amount. I'm not very good at it. I still don't understand anything about chemistry, really. There's a bunch of jobs I haven't played in a very long time, through many updates like Roboticist, so I don't understand all of the new AI modules. I still make a horrible, shitty trader. I'm decent security, even though you probably won't see me make a video of that very often. It's a high-stress job, and it doesn't really allow me to do commentary very well. I have to be a little bit more serious than I like to be whenever I'm recording, if I want to play security. So, but yeah, I do still play Space Station 13. I heavily enjoy Space Station 13. One of the best games out there. Let's see, where are your parents from? From No 6 Jill. They're from the American Midwest as well. Let's see, will you ever LP any of the Silent Hunter games? I'm curious of the narrative you'll do for it. From Plu. I don't know. I don't really have a lot of experience with submarines. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know a lot of submarine terminology. I don't know a lot of World War II terminology. I don't think for my style that I would do a very good Let's Play of it. If I ever did a Let's Play of it, it would be Silent Hunter 3, using the Living Silent Hunter mod. It's the version I play occasionally from time to time. Most recently, while watching Jeff play Silent Hunter, I'll load it up and try to shoot down a few ships as well, even though I'm not nearly as good with the torpedoes. I am quite awful at that game. I would be losing a sub every other video, probably, to ridiculous stuff. But I don't have any active plans to Let's Play it. It would be something special if I did, something like a Christmas special, probably, where I just I sit down and record one big go of it and then upload that all as one video. So yeah, no plans. True King of Croatia, will I ever be able to stop watching your videos? I hope so, for your sake, for your sanity. I surely can't be a good influence on anyone. I'm sure you'll stop watching at some point. Let's see. What one game besides Dwarf Fortress do you think has the most potential for an interesting narrative? From Jeffels. Jeff Major. Well, honestly, besides Space Station 13, which I think does have room for a very good narrative, every round on Space Station 13 is its own narrative as far as I'm concerned. You could do a lot with it. I think that Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3, Oblivion, for as much shit as I give Bethesda, I still think that their games, due to the modding community, have the most potential for an actual narrative. I don't know any other game that even comes close to Dwarf Fortress in allowing narrative building. Dwarf Fortress keeps track of family histories. It gives each NPC their own individual personality. Empires rise and fall, heroes are born. There is nothing like Dwarf Fortress that allows the same level of narrative. Nothing at all. Nothing that even comes close. The only, yeah, not even New Vegas comes close. Let's not joke ourselves. But New Vegas does have the tools that will allow you to, craft your own world. If I was more talented in modding, Paige's story that we're going through would be way more interesting than it is. I would be adding characters that would be bumping into. They would be spouting out dialogues and lines for us to chat with them with. It would all blend seamlessly and merge with what I was trying to convey. Unfortunately, I'm not that talented. I just kind of have to throw a whole bunch of stuff into the game engine and then try to improv as I go along. But yeah, I think if you're talented, if you're motivated, if you know what you want, the Fallout engine, New Vegas engine, whatever you want to call it, definitely one of the best narrative game thingy mabobber jiggers out there, besides Dwarf Fortress. If anyone else has an opinion on that, if you think there's another game that has a better narrative storytelling capability, let me know. By all means, I'd love to check it out. I'd love to see what I could do with it. I'm a man that works with tools, damn it. I'm not very creative. Just give me the tools and I'll run with it. I need a game that has tools. Tools, damn it. It's all about the tools. So let's see. Do you prefer games with a strong narrative or ones that give you more freedom to make your own story? I'll answer that when I get back. I just got froze again. 15 minutes is too long to set on a Space Station 13, by the way. You'll get disconnected if you don't do anything. I'll be back. Okay, so let's see. Where were we? Do you prefer games with a strong narrative or ones that give you more freedom to make your own story? Your LPs point to the later, but you seem like someone who would enjoy the former. From Trowa Vidal. Well, I prefer games to have a strong narrative, but still allow me the freedom to make my own story. I don't understand why you can't have both. You can have a really strong narrative that I should be following. You can have a really strong a storyline for me to get involved and immersed in, but you can also have an open enough world that I'm still free to create my own stories around my character. In the end, it's my character. It's my world. Yeah, you create it. Yeah, you put the lore and stuff into it, but I'm the one running through it. I'm the one trying to convince myself that what's going on is what's going on. I don't know what better way to explain that. I think that the best game out there would have a strong narrative, but still plenty of sandboxing. Like if Grand Theft Auto took itself a little bit more seriously, it could have huge potential to be even better than it does. It has a really strong narrative, and it has the sandbox aspect, but the sandbox aspect of Grand Theft Auto games still don't leave enough to be desired. You still can't set off and forge your own trail. If you want to become the king of the city, you still have to go through the storyline. You can't set up your own business. You can't become a criminal and start your own gang actually doing anything like that. But, yeah. that probably didn't answer your question, but there you go. I want a strong narrative and I want lots of sandbox. I want the best of everything, damn it. I just wish somebody could do it. Besides being a dwarf cameraman, what else do you do when you're not Let's Playing? From Diabetic Necromancer. When I'm not Let's Playing, I read a lot of websites. I watch a lot of old TV shows, I guess. I watch a lot of movie clips and music videos on YouTube. Mostly old music videos from the 90s that I grew up on. I don't really care for any modern music, obviously. I guess I'm just an elitist hipster or something, but I think most of it's crap. And, yeah. But that's what I do in my free time. I watch movies, I read, I spend time with my dogs and family when I can. I don't really have many real-life friends anymore. I found as you grow up, as you get older, friends move away, friends get busy, friends have lives of their own. You get a life of your own, even if it's just sitting, you know, around the house doing nothing but Let's Playing and enjoying yourself. So yeah, that's what I do when I'm not Let's Playing. Pretty much absolutely nothing. I'm a worthless sack of flesh. So let's see. Do you have any long-term goals when LPing? Not really, just to improve myself, improve my improv capabilities, improve my storytelling capabilities. I just improve my Let's Playing capabilities. I'd like to get better at making cutscenes in games, at merging things, at filling in the blanks when required to make my LPs flow better. I try to ensure that my videos have some type of continuity, even whenever it's in Dwarf Fortress going from adventure mode to fortress mode. I want there to be a reason. I want there to be some continuity there as to why we're suddenly jumping into fortress mode. I like everything to try to be connected. So my long-term goals are simply to get better at what I'm doing. I like what I'm doing. I don't know what else this would be useful for, but I just want to continue to improve at it. And that's my long-term goals with Let's Playing. To entertain myself and to entertain anyone who wants to be entertained. Let's see, what is your opinion on unicorns? Tanakin. Unicorns they're magical. They're colorful. They're flavorful if you cook them the right way and saute the meat just right. Unicorns are what they are, but they're no narwhal by any means. They better not even think about putting themselves on that level. What is your idea of the perfect game? From Master Fancy Pants. Well, I have a lot of different ideas of perfect games, because there's all different types of games. I mean, there's perfect party games, there's perfect immersion games, there's all different types of games. If I had the money right now to create a game, the perfect game for me, besides, say, Dwarf Fortress or something, would probably be a Shadowrun game set, well, using the Grand Theft Auto engine. Take the Shadowrun from the Sega Genesis and bring it into the next generation, I guess. With the Grand Theft Auto engine, you should be able to sandbox all around, you know, the whole Seattle area with Renraku. You should have the countryside, the tribal areas. You should be able to steal cars, break into corporations. Say, steal a police car, you could actually hack into the database from the computer there. That would be my idea of a perfect game. If somebody was willing and capable of creating it, if they could get the team together and do that, that would be the perfect game at this point, in my opinion. Lots of stuff is being done for gaming right now. There's lots of great ideas out there, but I haven't seen anyone actually tackle the sandbox area in a way that I think really does it justice. There's so much more that can be done with it, but I guess people just have to get the right license. I would love a Shadowrun game set in the Grand Theft Auto engine. Driving around, running from the police, getting cyber implants, jumping over buildings, climbing through buildings. That would be one of the perfect games for me. Make it multiplayer, and it'd be even better if you did multiplayer right. Obviously, you know, perfect party game, I don't know what a perfect party style game would be for me. But oh, look, there's the end of the video. Let's come back whenever the next round starts for the next batch of questions.